welcome back to the Gummy Bears. Again, I'm your host, Johnny RC, and we are going to do something really exciting, and it's called body control. Yup, a modified version of mind control wherein you perform sorcery by making objects move with your mind through your body. But that's basically what you do every day. But since we also have really creative and wild imaginations, let's pretend that that is a form of sorcery. Now, in contrast with the first conductor of activity, DJ, he had with him a participant. But I want my participant to be special. Yep, I want you, the viewer of this video, to be my participant. And on that note, I would like to thank our special sponsor, the site that made all of this happen, edmodo.com, where true learning happens. And I want to know your reactions about this video through that site. Now, in this activity, we are going to need a string. And just in case you don't have a string at home, I've just figured out that since you've bought new ID laces, now would be the best time to utilize them. Now, this ID lace is, well, a substitute material that you can use. Oh, and additional facts, this ID lace is very special because it has an ID with the Panda schedule sponsored by Venice. Venice, thank you. So, again, we have a string. And the next object that I would require you to use is a not so light object. It could be a ring, the cap of your pen, or maybe any other object that's not so light. But in this case, we're going to use a lock mechanism. Yes, and through these two objects, we're gonna do sorcery. Just tie one end of the string through the object. Just give me a few seconds because I find it difficult tying shoelaces. But, almost there. Alright. Now, we're gonna make this object levitate with the power of our minds. Beat that, Houdini! Or at least make it float with a string. But hey, that is not the essence of this video, because what I want you to do is right now, pay close attention. You could see my fingers are not moving. Alright, I hope you can see it clearly. But you could also try it at home, or at least at the computer shop. It's not moving, and this attached object is gonna move with your mind. Just try to focus and imagine it moving back and forth. This object will move back and forth without making any movements from your fingers, just with the power of your mind. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Now, don't worry, because I'm not trying to hypnotize you here. If you think I'm trying to hypnotize you, you can turn off the computer and don't watch this. But please, don't do that. I'm not trying to hypnotize you, okay? Now, given enough time, it will move back and forth. Back and forth. Now, the next thing is, if it happened on the first trial, is I want you to now imagine it moving sideways. Yup, no movements from my fingers. Just imagine this thing moving sideways. I hope it's working on you right now, because it will definitely work. The next thing is that this is quite more difficult. I want you to imagine the object that you have to move in circular motions. Yup. Just try to concentrate and imagine it without making any movements from your fingers, that object will move in circular motions. Let's try clockwise first.